Piece of me, boyo?
Which one?
Less prattle, more battle, boyo. Give me all you got.
Let me see into your past. Koronach, to reveal your secrets.
Wow. Pelvis. Ooh.
Tartarus, strong enough to seal away the Titans, but not me. Blowing out the heat gauge isn't going to do me any favors here. Can't push it any further. Let's see what happens.
You wish to meet your Uncle Zeus someday? Imagine me with a luxurious white mane without a modicum of self-control. That's your Zeus.
At least Zeus is helping me. Uncle Poseidon.
Aha! I sense you have in your possession that fine shell I sent you. A little gift plucked straight out of the sea. You keep it close so I can better track you down.
It's high tide. Time to collect. Come on in. Mine now. That's one more. surface. Powered up. See you. My weapon's hidden talents. The deadliest bow of all. All right.
Poseidon offered you his blessing, it would seem. He can be rather boastful and belligerent, exhibiting the most unattractive manners of your father and Lord Zeus alike.
Chaos guide me. Anyone else?
Say, man, if I'm not mistaken, I think you got yourself a bottle of ambrosia there. I'd no idea you could get that stuff downstairs. Do me a solid, though. Hang on to any more you find, or better yet, give it away. I'd hate to think even a drop has gone to waste.
Should fetch me something. It's him.
Blood and darkness. Remember, not a word of this to anyone. Let's go. Think you can beat me, Zach?
One way to find out.
You're all coming with me.
need your help here, Thanatos.
It wasn't being offered. Just happened to be in the area is all. Carry on, Zagreus.
Good morning, or whenever.
Hello, sir. You ever meet Alecto, Sisyphus? The Fury Maker's nastier sister? We recently became acquainted, she and I.
Fortunately, I've not seen too much of her myself, Prince Zed. And based on everything that I've seen and heard, I'd like to keep it that way for a while. I hope she doesn't cause you too much trouble there. You got it.
Cheers. Mate.
Careful, all right?
Should come in useful. Please be Meg. I knew it.
I know that Thanatos assisted you in getting to this point. I don't appreciate his interference.
I'm sure you'll have a chance to tell him back at home.
He has domain over the wretched shades, but his power has no sway with me. And neither does your own.
Be seeing you around. My boon from chaos is transformed.
Tread lightly, boy.
Heading up. The Asphodel Meadows. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Wave makers. You're done.
Happy to be in the area, boss. Seeing as the mortal folk up here keep dying off, and someone's got to bring their souls down to your domain now, don't they?
Phew. Going in. In the name of Hades. My favorite power couple. Farewell, gigantic Gorgon head. Let's make some waves. Come get shot. which path? Power of the gods. My Chaos Bone switched to a new effect. I see you grew your heads back. You reconstitute again. Extra gemstones. The Vanquishers keep.
No paradise awaits you, boy.
I figured. Thanks. closer. Nice and cool up here. Wow. Here I am. Perfect. You want to go? Good enough to eat. Got some zest. Here, fishies. Got it. That's a cuff, all right. Looks handy.
Come, heroes of Elysium, and vanquish the intruder.
Nothing left.
Seems I need to look for better help.
Nice. The gods want me to choose.
I'm thankful for the gesture there.
It's not that I'm upset or anything here, Zag. You know I'm not. But truthfully, I am a bit annoyed. A little bit. And so I got to send the message, man.
Deft either way, I guess. Time to win him over. Nice try.
believe this, man. Okay, let's say we're settled up now, Zag, and go on being best mates just like before, yeah?
Feeling good. Rematch then.
I wonder something, Short One. You keep coming back, but I don't know why. You're trying to get out of here, aren't you? But something's killing you up there.
You've deduced more or less correctly, Asterius. And yes, let's say there are some challenges remaining once I get out of Elysium, though I'd best say no more of it than that.
That's fine. It's good to know you've fallen just as often as I have. I may not be the one to kill you, but I'll soften you up for whoever does.
Cheers for the fight. All set.
That oaf Poseidon spoke to you already, didn't he? All bluster, muscles, and bravado, that one. I'm glad you're not the type.
Like to think I learned something back there.
I think that I can find the lounge well on my own, Hypnos. Oh, wait. What is this? Did you just ask me out?
Me? No. I'd never even think to do that, miss. I mean, you have your station, and I have mine. We're from two different worlds, you could say. Fated never to be seen together much.
Every time I talk to you, you somehow take it as a compliment. Is that correct? Then let me give you some advice for once. Stop being an idiot.
I'll give it a shot.
Alas.
Ugh. I'm truly sorry that he's troubled you again, Cerberus. I know how much you value resting here, and yet I have no better means to bar the entry to our realm than you.
I thought you'd figured out by now that guilting me into abandoning my quest won't work. You're the one who should feel guilty forcing Cerberus to block my path.
What would you know of it? Cerberus cannot be forced to do anything. He simply understands he has responsibilities.
And there it is again. I like the sound of this one here, good contractor. Go make it happen.
What is it that you're on about?
Cerberus is uninterested in conversing at this time.
Always feel better talking to you, boy.
I grow nauseous merely listening to this.
It isn't much then, but I got you something.
Want me to take that off your hands? Fine. But you are taking this from me. And if anybody asks, we're even. Or scratch that. Don't tell anyone about this. Understand?
Thank you, Thad.
I saw the faded list of minor prophecies was requisitioned through the house contractor, Zagreus. Didn't take you for an agent of the fates.
Turns out I'm full of surprises, Thanatos. Though the three fates are your sisters, aren't they? Surprised you didn't requisition the list yourself.
Guess it just wasn't meant to be. Though, I don't know them at all. Keep only to themselves somewhere. Sometimes I wonder whether everything really is preordained or whether they're making all this up as they go.
I can hazard a guess. Achilles, if a friend of yours were in need of assistance, but the only way you could assist them was to somehow change the terms of an ancient pact Father probably forced on them, what would you do?
I would be very careful, above all. Do you understand, lad? I would not wish to make things any worse. How many pacts such as the one you're thinking of are buried back in the administrative chamber there? Even your father can't keep track. Although, perhaps Nyx can.
Nyx, you're right. She knows everything. Wouldn't hurt to ask her, I suppose.
Just watch yourself.
What news of late about Eurydice, my friend? She is as delicate as I described, no doubt. Ah, but I am dwelling on her once again, it seems.
I knew she was a talented musician, mate, but you never let on that she is an amazing chef as well. She's been hospitable to me each time we've met, though you still seem to be a bit of a sore subject.
How very understandable indeed. Were I to have been failed to be rescued from the depths of hell, mere moments from escape, I too would be quite cross with my attempted rescuer. And for quite some time.
I'm working on it, mate. House contractor, you did it. Wretched broker, what's new, my friend? cooking.
Your
All right, then.
Highness. I'm just keeping busy here, like always, Prince.
See you, Dusa.
What? There must be some mistake. Prince, you're giving this to me?
I want you to know we all appreciate you, Dusa. Don't work yourself too hard on my account, okay? I can grow stronger. How about a new beginning? Let's try this. I've mastered that. Maxed out already. Think that should do it. Ready, Malphon? Far greater gods than I once wielded you. New one there. That's as far as it goes. I'm not authorized. That's as much heat as I can get from this. Can't do that. Won't get extra bounties this way, but why not? Time to fix up these fists. That feels better. need to press on. More louds. Vast riches. Back again.
Whoa! Paul says here one of the wretched thugs got you. Too bad. They're slow, but they hit pretty hard, I guess. Have you tried moving out of the way?
I haven't, no.
Had enough yet? You have been keeping our contractor rather busy, I must say. Commissioning these frivolous projects around the house with the wealth you wrest from my domain. What are you hoping to achieve?
Oh, you know, just giving back to the community. Figure if I'm to keep getting dragged back here, it might as well be somewhat livable.
Livable? When last I checked, making the underworld livable was not among our top priorities. Just remember, in your brazenness, whose house this is.
Well aware, thanks.
The triple-headed monster Cerberus is dutifully sitting there as ever.
There's a good boy. If I sit down, I won't want to get back up. Nyx, all you've done to help me with the Olympians, the Mirror, the house contractor, I worry that if Father were to know that he would turn his wrath upon you. I don't want anything to happen.
You need not fear for me, my child. For I am not some underling your father has authority to punish if it pleases him. I am the knight, and it is by my grace that this house stands. Your father knows this. Thus, he and I have certain common goals. We are obligated to cooperate.
Obligated to cooperate? No wonder I thought you two truly were husband and wife.
Your father and I sometimes convince ourselves.
Appreciate your patience. Fine work, wretched broker. What's on the old exchange?
Dust at the halls, dust at the library, dust at the sconces, dust at the doorknobs, dust at the chairs.
Could maybe use some rest.
The heavy-sleeping underworld prince arises, with the feeling that the brief nap he intended as a respite from the rigors of the day or night apparently was none too brief at all.
I'm late for work. Father's going to kill me.
responsibility-rejecting Zagreus strides down his father's hall, quite unconcerned about the urgency with which he is expected to behave under a set of circumstances such as this.
Going as fast as I can, you hurry up.
The door to the administrative chamber beckons just beyond the hall. The prince perchance believes that he may enter quietly, without drawing the notice of those laboring within.
You better not give me away, old man.
Suggest you hurry in there, lad. Talk later. Let's not keep your father waiting.
Sorry.
You're late, boy. Again?
The day or night's duties are sheer simplicity itself. At least at first, as when the prince simply signs in to signal the commencement of his shift.
Oh, gods.
Get on with your responsibilities. Well, what is the latest explanation for your tardiness? Lost track of time admiring the courtyard view? Perhaps you were recuperating from your martial training. Achilles is not prone to holding back.
I'm sorry, Father. I just overslept. I must have overslept. How am I even supposed to know exactly when to be here? I mean, every moment, every day and night here, it's all the same.
It's not at all the same. The hue of Ixion's green light takes on an obviously lighter hue when it is time. You're an embarrassment not just to me here, boy, but to this entire operation. Now get back to work.
Right.
Attendance records of the working shades who toil for the house need to be verified. The shades' due compensation rapidly approved. And yet the prince cannot remember all the necessary steps.
I haven't forgotten. No one told me.
Security reports concerning failed escape attempts from Tartarus require timely verification and official response, neither of which Prince Zagreus is fit to give.
That is not correct.
The often failing prince attempts to sort the ledgers in the fashion necessary for the proper keeping of his father's realm.
Damn it.
Incorrect.
Records of expired house contractor renovations line a desk in the administrative chamber, though the prince has absolutely no desire now to organize them alphabetically by date.
None whatsoever, yes.
The training lacking prince's efforts to administer approvals to the judgment terms ultimately leave a lot to be desired.
That's not correct.
Prince Zagreus must have some favored tasks in the administrative chamber of the house, but surely none of them include the tasks demanding his attention here.
Correct.
Wrong again.
Supplies on all the desks in the administrative chamber must be carefully maintained and neatly placed in a specific way, which the forgetful prince has not yet memorized in full.
Ugh.
Enough, boy. Wrap it up.
At last, the work-disliking prince records a summary of the results of his attempts to be of any use to the administrative needs of his grim father's house.
Okay, I'm done. So, can I go yet, Father?
Not only were you late again, but then you also failed to perform even the simplest tasks that I had asked repeatedly that you complete. How many chances do you need at this? I am too lenient with you.
Too lenient? Instead of lambasting me non-stop, have you considered maybe training me some more to do this fascinating work to your satisfaction? You'll forgive me if I didn't memorize every laborious detail the last time you performed your monologue about how all this works.
Excuse me? If I'm not mistaken, you're deflecting your incompetence toward me? As though the goddess of wisdom herself has come to aid you in your time of need. I could replace you here and now with any number of simple shades hungry to work here.
Then why don't you? I don't want any of this. I'm not the one who drew the short lot with your brothers and got stuck here forever. Why am I having to do this senseless parchment pushing for you?
Why are you stuck? You're not. You're fired. I was wrong to think you were prepared to take on any responsibility at all. And don't you ever invoke your uncles here again. or I'll have you cast into the lowest pits of Tartarus. Now get out of my administration and my sight.
Hey, room. I'm back. At least I can't be late for that job anymore. Not even tired, thanks.
Hey.
The chambers of Tartarus have probably all rearranged themselves by now. won't get bounties any faster with this extra heat. Lord Poseidon.
My oceans, they are filled with danger, not just water, little Hades. Any of the dead you face, they met their mortal end at sea and not on land.
Might of the sea. Is that music? Those shades are always milling about.
Ow, looks like you got blasted to bits by an explosive urn last time. We keep some really nasty shades all bottled up in those, but if you so much as touch them, boom!
Noted.
I've decided I should give this singing thing another shot for now, my friend. I hope you like it.
It's beautiful, mate. If only Eurydice could hear you right now.
How kind of you, my friend. It's just seeing you carry on like this time after time. I was reminded I ought to get on with my existence too, such as it is right now.
You asked I train him, Master. Prepare him for life's labors. You ordered it. Now you admonish me.
Be careful of your tone and temper, Shade. You are in my employ. You could be wandering the pastures of Elysium again instead. Or lesser planes, if I so choose.
What would you have me do?
I shall be giving it some thought. Until then, you just watch that hall. And watch yourself as well.
Achilles.
Cerberus looks mournfully toward the prince.
Who's the best three-headed boy?
Hi, Prince. I fed Cerberus already. All 3 heads.
Nyx, this may be an odd question, but do you know what the fates may have in store for me? They are your daughters, right?
The 3 fates are my daughters, yes, my child. However, I am no more privy to their workings than the naive mortals living up above. Not even the Olympians can know the weavings of the fates.
Oh. Hey, nice one, wretched broker. What's new? Return my darkness to me. Okay.
Think you can take me, boyo?
Let's see what that one does. Another day in Tartarus. Or night. I have no idea. What's the worst that could happen? Lord Poseidon.
My trusty elder brother Hades must have tried to poison you against us lot. I can imagine it clear as water, nephew. I'm proud that you've resisted his undoubtedly most twisted words.
Let me have it. I'm back here.
Son of Hades, let me welcome your return here to my space within the underworld, and bid you choose an alteration to the fabric of reality.
Curse of chaos. I can't. I forgot something.
What? So you got skewered by a spike trap out there, huh? Well, that's too bad. Have you tried not standing there, like when the spikes come out?
I have not.
Back already.
Father, have you ever considered that Orpheus might be much better as a court musician if you permitted him to see his muse again?
I have considered many possibilities, boy. And I trust Orpheus considered many possibilities before he signed away his rights to see his so-called muse when once he invaded my realm.
So you're forcing him to stay here for eternity just because he signed a contract with you?
Contracts with me are binding, until such time as they dig themselves out of the archives and tear themselves up. And I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Who knows? They might surprise you.
One of the frightful maws of Cerberus busily grooms the other two.
Not everybody knows exactly how to give you pets and live to tell of it, right, boy? Hail. Achilles, I'm concerned that Father's growing angrier with you. He thinks you've taken sides against him in all this. I don't want anything to happen.
He's right, lad. I have taken sides. But as for you not wanting anything to happen, well, I know what you meant. I don't want you to say such things again. Do you understand? You're doing this because something here needs to happen. Hold back your fear.
Fear is for the weak.
Excuse me, sorry, I just have to file this report. It's very late.
Bye, Dusa. I always meant to ask you, Orpheus, where did you learn to sing like that? Was it really Apollo himself who taught you?
Oh, I learned from many different sources, Zagreus. That is, before all of my inspiration started coming from a single source. I credit my accomplishments to her, and to Apollo and the gods. And to considerable time spent practicing.
It certainly paid off.
You are returned.
Somehow I always knew, that you were not my birth mother. I mean, look at Hypnos and Thanatos. There's no way that I could have been related to them. Everybody knew, and yet, when I finally learned for certain, it was still a shock.
I always knew, in turn, that you would learn the truth of it eventually, and I was fearful of what would occur after that time arrived. I'm grateful it has come and gone. Though, tell me, I still find I call you child. Is your preference that I cease to use such terms from this point on?
No, Nyx, please, it's quite all right. You may not have given birth to me, but you still cared for me. I never doubt that. Likewise, are you sure it's all right that I continue to address you by name?
It is more than all right, my child.
Congratulations, wretched broker. Let's see here. Ready, Exegriff?
Hey.
I won't back down. Not now or ever. The pact is sealed.
You have a tendency to ask too many questions, boy. Would that you had a tendency to wonder silently instead.
I'm well past wondering.
Last time your father and I spoke, he told me I was all washed up. Can you believe the nerve of it, nephew? Why, he took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh no!
Thought I'd just pop back in.
Ooh, looks like one of those little numbskulls took a big old bite right out of you back there. I guess they got you, huh? Maybe if you weren't quite so tasty, they'd leave you alone. And so would I.
Okay.
Oh, tough luck.
You know, Father, I must say, ransacking your domain beats having to toil endlessly in the administrative chamber. Far less painful, really.
Ah, is that your way of asking me for your old job back, boy? You were a scourge upon every administrative duty to which you were assigned.
Yes, please, Father, give me back my old wretched job, won't you?
Privileges are earned and not begged for, boy. Unless you plan to reimburse this house for all the income that we lost because of you, then you shall not so much as set foot in the administrative chamber again.
How much is the reimbursement fee, anyway?
Whichever exorbitant amount the house contractor has on record. Now leave me be.
Terrifying Cerberus is busy gathering his strength for when next he shall bar the prince's path.
You like it when you get pets like this, don't you, boy? Wanted to say, the Lady Aphrodite asked that I relay a message to you, sir. She said that she admires you. Mentioned a certain war.
Admires me, does she? Sometimes, lad, I think that Aphrodite is the mightiest of all the gods. Her power is what spurs us all to action, whether to love or war, or sometimes both the two. I'm grateful for the message.
Orpheus, I know Father appreciates your songs to the extent he's capable of appreciating anything. Though, has Nyx ever responded to them? She's always right nearby, yet you two don't seem to talk.
Almighty Nyx appears to tolerate my presence, Zagreus, for she could cast me into everlasting darkness if my song failed to be pleasing to her. She is a most discerning listener.
That she is. Too pricey for me. I don't suppose the name Skelly happens to mean anything to you, does it, Nyx?
It means nothing to me at all, my child. Though, why do you invoke such names within this house? Who is this Skelly, and what do you presume is the connection that exists between us?
Oh, well, essentially he's an animated skeleton who shows up just outside my bedchambers and lets me practice with my weapons on him. I sort of figured that you put him up to it. So it wasn't you?
Achilles moves throughout these chambers under my own shroud, if you must know. And thus you have in your possession the infernal arms. But I have not exerted further influence than that. Is this skeleton to be trusted, then?
I think so. I don't know. He seems all right. Thanatos in the spotlight. Anything good? I'll take that deal. I'll gain more darkness with this.
What's up, boyo?
I know you're out there, Mother. Do your worst, Father.
nature of the rod of fishing I detect. Fine handiwork, if I say so myself. Its line is nigh invisible and causes denizens of my domain to flock to it like mortals to temples of mine. Good fortune with that thing.
That's what you get. Out of my way. Come on, you knuckleheads. Got you. Another knucklehead. No. Forgot something again.
Hello? Wait, what? You're back already? Hey, my list says that you barely made it out of here before you died. Were you even trying? Because if you were, why, maybe you need to try a whole lot harder than that next time.
I just wanted to see you again, Hypnos.
Well, that was quick. What news, boy? Ready to give up or no?
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Lucky I've got other family who believe in me.
Be careful whom you give your trust. My brothers frolic on Olympus while we work, while I work. You're just like them. No wonder they like you.
The hellish watchdog snarls at the listless shades crowding about the court.
Take care. Always have more pets for the greatest boy.
Ugh.
Hey, lad.
I got acquainted with the twin fists of Malphon recently, sir. Fills me with the kind of battle hunger I'd not felt before. To think the empty hand could have as much destructive force as any weapon.
The empty hand has more destructive force than any weapon, lad. It is the only weapon that can wield all others, and without it, all others are nearly powerless. The twin fists are a testament to that. Use them with care. Don't lose your head out there.
Thank you.
Let's see, I did the dishes, fed the heads, cleaned the cupboards, cleared the pool.
Nyx, I ran into Thanatos out there. He aided me, although I think he's rather upset that I took off like this.
Thanatos is worried for you, child. I hope you understand whatever anger you may sense from him is not the feeling at the source. Please forgive his rudeness.
Fine job, Thanatos. Got anything good? Something smells good. Pleasure doing business.